Good morning, everybody. Phi Farley here. It is January 31st, last day of January, last day to get a big win in, and I'm looking forward to doing so. I got the best bet in the NBA coming to you in 1 second. Coming off 3 straight wins, looking for 4 straight today. If you haven't checked out NCAA basketball's best bet, that video is coming out next. And that's going for 3 straight days of victories. It's been a very profitable month here in January. So a very, very good month. Looking forward to keeping that rolling into February. And then my favorite time is March, especially in NCAA basketball. That's a good time. So, but without further ado, let's stick over to the NBA side because we have got some great matchups tonight. There's a handful of games I like. I'm going to touch base on a couple of these and then give you the best, what I think is the best bet for tonight to get a victory and cash a ticket. So before I get into that, let me say if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the notification bell. Get my picks as soon as they come out. I got a comment yesterday about can you get your picks out a little earlier? And it's a little difficult sometimes because videos can take up to an hour to load, depends on how long they are. So now I have 2 of those coming out per day, at least, with a daily best bet in NCAA and NBA. So I'm doing the best I can to get them out as early as possible. I understand circumstances out there. It's not always fitting for everyone, but it's hard to crunch this much information. I would rather be right. I would rather have a winning pick than rush a video out early or, not do my research to get a game out. I'd rather even not put a video up if it's not going to be a winner. So that's just my 2 cents on that. Anyway, I do appreciate the comment though, and I do appreciate saying, hey, I'd like your information as soon as possible. I take that as a compliment, so I do appreciate that. So, all right, let's talk about today's slate of games. We got a couple back-to-backs, one of which, Indiana Pacers, I'm fading. I'm going to fade them until they prove me otherwise. This one opened up as a 2.5-point favorite for the Pacers. However, it's flipped over to a 2.5-point favorite of the Magic. I think we're getting bigger money over on the Magic side. I'm going to actually pull up a live line on that and betting percentages real quick because what we're seeing is everyone noting that without Victor Oladipo, these Pacers are not the same team. Yesterday, I faded them with the Wizards. Nice, easy win, 18-point victory as a 1-point underdog. That was great. And here we are once again, 55% of the tickets over on the Pacers. 66% of the money is over on the Magic, which is driving that number over to the Magic side. So I like that. I'm going to keep taking the fade of the Pacers until they prove me wrong. 0-3 so far without Oladipo. All right, another angle that I like is going to be once again fading the Nets in the first half and going with a great home team, the Spurs. I know they don't have DeRozan. However, they've been playing great offensively without DeRozan the last 3 games, and now they're at home. San Antonio, great home court advantage, 20-7 at home. The Nets will put up a fight in this one. I think it'll be like the Boston game where they find themselves down double digits and then work their way back to what ended up being an 8-point loss there in Boston. I think we're going to get something similar here in San Antonio. My best angle on this one, though, is to take the Spurs first half, laying the 4. So I think that'll be a great angle. At halftime, I'll then re-engage and find out what that line will be at half, depending on what the score is at that time. But I do like the Spurs to come out heavy. All right, so now let's go to best bet of the day. One I'll pitch on real quick. Clippers have been getting a lot of fade money, a lot of big money going against them, especially at home. This has happened consistently. It's won several times and it's lost once. And it's happening again here with the Lakers moving the line from 7 down to 5.5. 56% of the tickets on the Clippers, 63% of the money over on the Lakers. Continue to watch that. Or if you like the Lakers side, this seems like a pretty good spot to do so. They got to be careful. They are 1 game away from being a 500 team while LeBron is out, that they don't let this slip too far away so they can't make a run here down the stretch. All right. So now let's talk about the best bet of the day. There are several factors that go into this. I'm going to Detroit. We got the Pistons playing the Mavericks up in Detroit, the frozen tundra that is Detroit right now. Pistons at home, 13-12. Everybody knows Dallas a not good team at all away from Dallas. Great home court advantage. However, when they're on the road, not the case at all. They're 5-20. One of the worst teams in the NBA on the road. Now, I will say this. They're playing better. They just beat the Knicks, and they beat them handily. They can win on the road. I don't want to just blanket say fade them every time they're on the road. However, we're also catching them on a back-to-back. In addition, we're catching them on a road back-to-back, going from New York over to Detroit with these weather conditions. It's not ideal. And we have a team that's not very good on the road, and we're playing a revenge game. They just played down in Dallas, tough environment. Detroit loses by 5 there in the last minute, and Drummond was just coming off an illness. So they just got Drummond back from an illness. He did get to play in that game. However, who knows what his legs were at. Might have been 70-80%. Now we're coming back up to Detroit, a team that plays better at home against a team that doesn't play well on the road, and they're on a back-to-back. I look for the three-point percentage, which was 31% shot by Detroit, 38% by the Mavericks, to flip over the other way, and Detroit shoot a little bit better. Dallas not get to the free throw line quite as much as they did down in Dallas, and this game is going to be a victory over on the Pistons side. Dallas on back-to-backs are 1-7 straight up. Here we're laying only 2.5. I'll take my chances with Detroit Pistons at home minus the 2.5. All right, there you go. Today's best bet, Detroit Pistons minus 2.5. Got some other leans in there. Feel free to chime in on your best bet if you'd like down in the comments. I'll be tuning in throughout the day. Good luck, everyone, today. We'll see you again soon.